you're back. Yes, life just got really good. Yes, my dog is back. You know where I get that. Oh, Max, right? You guys know where that comes from, right? Of course you do. You guys watch movies. Anyway, hey, I'm really excited, man. I just got a big burst of energy. Yes, because if there's a dog as my avatar, then that must mean there's going to be lots of doggies in here. There you go. There's two right there. I like it. You got your stuffed animal dog. You've got your this dog, your bored dog who needs some work. Get on task, Bodie. All right. As you can see, this is the last video of the end of the module review. So this is it, guys. I mean, this is it. Be ready for that test. Anyway, let's go ahead and review quickly with what we had the last time, because we actually you're going to face, just like you have before, a word problem that has a certain data, okay, a criteria with basic numbers, and then much of the problems that you'll solve are going to be based on all of those. So basically it just means you're going to have a set of numbers and they're going to be a lot of questions. Woo, cool. More dogs, lots of dogs everywhere. Dogs, yeah. Anyway, so if you recall in that last problem that we had, that was the baker had used 8.5 pounds of flour daily. And then we had to determine basically how many ounces of flour. And if you, let's see if I can do my magic trick here. Okay, I got to really concentrate. Let's see, abracadabra. I'm going to make these dogs disappear and replace it with something else. Let me see. Da-da-da. Oh, yeah. I'm good. Dogs are gone. They are gone. Or are they? I don't know. Anyway, so as you can see here, this is what we determined in the last problem, was that 8.5 pounds was equal to 136 ounces. Therefore, to determine how much flour over 2 weeks, we had to take that times 14 days. The amount of days in 2 weeks, and then we came up with that final answer. And I even believe that we had basically, did we have like some kind of there was like 119 pounds we determined. Anyways, are the dogs here? Oh, I think I see them. Yes, they're back. Okay, no worries. Yep, telling you, I'm loving it. Yeah, liking it. Doggy there, doggy everywhere. Okay, Mr. Wart, let's go on to the next page. Oh yes. Now, so the question we're going to be looking at here then, based on that data, okay, is we're going to go ahead and look at this. And first things first, of course, and that means I need this here. Oh, come on. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to address this problem. We're going to read it, reread it as many times as we need to. It says the baker's recipe for a loaf of bread calls for 14 ounces of flour. Okay, key there. If he uses all of his flour to make loaves of bread, how many loaves can he bake in 2 weeks? Okay, all right, I can get what they're saying here. So we already know that 2 weeks is the same. If you recall, in the last 2 weeks, we had 1,904 ounces of flour is what was used in our 2 week period. So now it says that the recipe for one loaf of bread calls for 14 ounces. So, just kind of thinking out loud, if one loaf of bread, I need these many ounces of flour, then it seems to me that I could take my total amount of flour that I have and then divide it by that amount to go ahead and get the amount of the loaves of bread that he could. So let's do that. The amount of loaves of bread that he could actually bake in 2 weeks. So we'll go ahead and divide this then by the 14 ounces. Okay, well, of course, 14 goes into 19 really, really nice just one time. It won't go into the 1. So we put our 14 and we subtract. Okay, bringing us a 5. Then you bring down that 0. Now, 14 here, well, you can look at it how many times. About 15 goes into 50, 50, 30, 45, 3, maybe 4 times if we were lucky. And I'm not going to do 4. I'm thinking 3. Because that is 12. Let's carry on 3. That's 42. Okay, and then that leaves us with, we have to regroup here, giving us 8. Okay, and that was kind of a weird, I guess I pushed a weird button on there. And now I'm going to go ahead and bring down my 4. And 14, probably going to 84. Well, That's getting a little bit, we figure about 15, that's about 15. And you think of the clock, you have, 4 quarters in 1 hour. So that 15 gives you 60. You can see one more would give you 75. So I'm gonna say 5. And then here I'm going to go ahead and do the math. 20, carry the 2, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And oh, look at that. 4. And that's actually 14 exactly. So I could have taken out one more. So that's 136. So we're going to go ahead and just do that. 70, 14 is 84. We're going on the top. Now we're talking just 0 left over. So that's weird. That was exactly 136 loaves. That was what was the 136 was significant too. So basically, that's what we end up with. Now we took our 14 ounces. I'm double checking my work. This was the total. Okay, I'm dividing. Okay, my 14 because that becomes the unit, the divisor. That's indicating how many ounces of flour is going to be in each unit. Okay, 14. So let me double check my work. I'm going to go ahead and multiply that and see if this is going to come out okay. 4, 2, 12, there's 14, carry the 1, 4, there's 5, placeholder 6, 3, 1, 4, 10. Yeah, comes out to be 1904. Good deal. So I know that I checked out that right. So basically, now this is double checking the problem. Anything else I need to do? No. I mean, I could put the 136 loaves. I could also... Now, it's interesting. This worked out perfectly. Now, had it not worked out perfectly, this is something important. If I had ended up with a remainder, see, we wouldn't have been able to count that. So we would have only had this amount. So even if we had some flour left over, if we weren't able to make a complete loaf, we couldn't, we wouldn't be able to say 136.4. It's talking about full loaves right there. Okay, let's go to the next page. We have a lot of problems here to do. Yeah, dogs, more dogs. Bring on the dogs. Okay, let me go ahead and maybe I'm going to move you though, you guys. You're like, oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know you were going to do that. Kind of feisty, aren't you? Okay, well, we're just going to, we need to, probably going to have to delete you or make you small. There, get small. We'll put you down in the left-hand corner. I'm not going to delete you guys. Come on. And now we'll come back to the problem. And we'll take a look. I need something other than purple. I could actually go in there and get really cool colors. I wonder if I should do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Hit this, like this. Come up here and get a really wild kind of color. Let's get some more. Ooh, yeah, like some pink or something. There. Now come back over here. Okay, forgot to hit OK. Sorry. So let's go ahead here. Now it says the baker sends all his bread to one store. Okay. If he can pack up to 15 loaves of bread in each box for shipping, what is the minimum? That's a good word, the minimum. Not the maximum. The minimum is basically the minimum number of boxes required. So, to ship all the loaves baked in 2 weeks. Explain your reasoning. Okay, well, here's the deal. We determined that the amount of loaves he could make was 136. Okay, so with that being the number that we're going to basically start off with, I'm gonna say that looking at that, oops, I didn't do that very well, did I? Okay, looking at that 136 loaves, and you can pack up to 15 in each box. So again, it looks like I'm going back to division. So if we have our 136 loaves, and we're going to put 15 in each box. Okay, we can go ahead and see. Ooh, 15 won't even go to 13, we're going to 136. So again, I'm going to use that wonderful clock because that's a great way to do 15 times 4, which is 60. And if you double that, that's 120. 15 times 4 is 60. I'm going to double it. 120, that's really close. In fact, it looks like 20, 21. So if we had 4, then that would mean 8. That would be 9. I don't know if that all made sense to you what I just did there, but basically it's just a really quick way. Okay, and then you see I have 135. Okay, wow, very close. So that means I'm going to need Now it said the minimum number of boxes. Well, to ship all the loaves baked in 2 weeks, all of them. Well, this is my 136 loaves. So if I do 9 boxes of 15, I'll be able to get 135, but I won't be able to get that last loaf, that poor loaf, the lonely guy. He's going to get left out. That ain't right. Come on. So we have to add one more. Now this is where we look over the remainder to determine what we need to do. So basically we have to add one more box. We're going to have a box with just one lonely loaf in there, you know. Maybe we could take a few from another one and add them in there. But basically to answer that question, so our reasoning then is going to have to, we're going to have to write this. But we can't leave it like this or we can't get credit for the problem. It said explain your reasoning. So I'm going to say that he needs, in this case, 10, okay, 10 boxes, not 9, 10 boxes to ship, try to do this neater, all the bread, okay? And basically, now we know, well, if I, you know what, to make it even more clear, let's just say that he needs 9 boxes. Well, he needs 10 boxes. Let me go back. He needs 10 boxes to ship all the bread. But we do know that the last box, okay, wasn't full. Last box won't be full. See, I'm really making sure that I'm explaining myself. It will only have one loaf, okay, in it, and that's it. Okay, so this really lets me know that I do understand the problem. Okay, so with that, I think it's time to move on to the next problem. So there's a lot of these based on that baker problem, and there's more yet to come. So here we go. Whoa, what's this? Hey, hi, Mr. Ward. Do you... Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, thank you, smart. You're so smart. No, just kidding. Let's go ahead and do something with this guy here. Wow, miniature. More dogs. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. All right. So we have another problem yet here. And this is, we need to kind of keep moving because we have, I think this is maybe 2 more. This one and 1 more. And it says here, it says the baker pays 70 cents per pound for sugar and $1.25 per pound for butter. And these are like real problems, as you can see, all about the baker and what the baker has to do his job, that's for sure. Write an expression that shows how much the baker will spend if he buys 5 pounds of butter and 20 pounds of sugar. Okay, so the first thing here, this is going to go pretty quick here, because if you look at this, this is the key word right here. When you see this, and it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Anyway, well, since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and say you need this. Please don't get confused. That's exactly the letter that's going to be in that code word. Got it? And I might even just keep... Okay, why not? Why not? Okay, that's what I was trying to do, expression. Okay, so that's all we need to do here is write an expression. Well, that's not going to take too much time. You know, we're just going to write an expression. Let's get green. So for expression here, we've got this, because this is like 70 cents per pound for sugar, and this thing for butter. Now, it's almost like saying we have 5 pounds, okay, at this price for a pound of butter, and then we have 20 pounds of sugar at this price here. This is what we have. We've done a problem similar to this before. So to write this expression, it'll be kind of really easy. Since we're talking about 5 pounds, we could actually say 5, we could put the pound there, but not necessary, times that rate, which here is $1.25. Okay, 5 pounds at $1.25. So now I've got that multiplication, but you see I have more. So that should let you know that, okay, I've got to put my addition sign. And now I come over here and I'm saying, okay, 20 pounds. Okay. And this is going to be multiplying that right there, 70 cents. And there we go. And this is all it is. We have an expression just like that. That problem wasn't near the workout I thought it was going to be. All right. We're just cruising along, page after page after page. And this guy's still up here, huh? Okay. maybe you should do something here, like maybe if I gave you like a picture to kind of look at, you could do something. Okay, just kidding. All right. Oh, look at this. It's a little prairie pup. Yes, like a little prairie dog. He's a little guy. Wow. Okay, we're going to make you bigger. Yeah. Oh, he's so cute. He's just a little one. All right, now let's look at this problem. What do we have here? It says here chocolate sprinkles. Oh no, cost 1/10. Keyword. As much per pound as sugar. Ooh, gotta go back to see what the sugar was. Sugar was, yes. So here come back across. Very cool. Thank you. $1. No, 70 cents per pound. 70 cents per pound. So you might want to just put this because I can see this is going to be important when we determine the cost of the chocolate sprinkles. It says find the baker's total cost for 100 pounds of chocolate sprinkles. Now it also says to explain the number of zeros and the placement of the decimal in your answer using a place value chart. So, I don't know. This page looks so empty. It almost seems like we need some more dogs. Oh, dogs! Oh, look at that, huh? That was good. Boy, I couldn't have timed that one any better. Yes, I knew there was something hiding there. Ooh, this might be a record here with all these dogs. Okay, so can I get back to the program here, Mr. Worrell? So, looking at this, I'm thinking, I need this. So let's go ahead and let's get a place value chart here, which we created in a previous lesson. Okay, and you may recall this really came in handy because what we were able to do is we could say, well, the chocolate sprinkles basically, if the sugar is 70 cents per pound, okay, which we know that, and this is 1/10 of that, then we could actually determine the cost first based on that. So we could almost like just kind of like write an equation here. Like let's go ahead and put 70 cents, okay? And we're going to take that amount and we're going to divide that, okay, by 10 because it's 1/10 of that. Does that make sense? The chocolate sprinkles are 1/10 of this. So I'm going to divide that, and then of course I'm going to get a number. Now I could start off here first, and as you can see my decimals here. So basically I could put 70 right here, okay? And then that power of 10 lets me know it's moving. So what's going to happen is that 7 is going to shift, and the 0 is going to shift, okay? And again, if we were looking at just decimals, that would shift, okay? It's shifting, okay, here because the decimal's actually staying here and the digits are moving over. Therefore, I have to put that in there, okay? Again, we talked about what that means with the decimal, the number shift or the digit shift, either way. But the place value chart, I think, does make it easy to understand. I don't actually need to have the 0 on here. Let me go ahead and take that off. Oh, that wasn't the eraser, though, was it? Thank you. And we go ahead and get to paint my black back. So as you can see, that would then equal, as you can see here, there you go. So definitely sprinkles are cheaper because here it's 70 cents per pound, 70 cents per pound, just learning to speak, and then 7 cents per pound. So they're definitely cheaper. But it also says find the baker's total cost for 100 pounds of chocolate sprinkles. So I'm not done here, even though that looks all nice and everything. I'm actually not. I'm going to go ahead and just group this together here real quick so I can kind of shrink this off and put it maybe right in there. And now I can take my other one because whenever I see this, I see a great opportunity to get that place value chart out. And it actually tells us in the problem that we have to use one. So I guess I should probably use one if they're telling me to. Okay, so let me go ahead and then say, well, this is what we had here was we had our 0 here and then point, remember, 0.7. This is my decimal point right here. There's a guy. Okay, and then now I'm actually going to be multiplying by 100, which that would mean the decimal moves to the right, correct? But because the decimal is not going to move here, the digits are going to move to the right, but 2 places just like, so the 7 now, so the 0 is going to come way over here, right? Is that 2 places? It is. That one's going to come right over here. And I usually get a nice little arrow to do that, but I'm just going to do this. So, oh no, I know what happened there. I pushed my little button on here and it made it all messy. Okay, so it's not glitching. It's in line. So now you can see, it doesn't matter if I put zeros here. Now it's on this side of the decimal. It's a whole number, which lets us know, wow, that's $7. Okay, so now, do I have to explain the number of zeros? I would say the baker, okay, pays $7, okay, for 100 pounds, okay, of chocolate sprinkles. I'm just going to put sprinkles. Okay, and there you go with that. And maybe I should come up here and do this. I'm trying to remember, where did I leave off? I think I did that. Okay, I need to put in red. Okay, so was there anything after that? No, I think that was it. Ooh, that green, that was kind of cool. Anyway, that finishes this video. Coming up in a good amount of time here, and this means that now these videos are available, so obviously you can watch these as many times as you want, 1, 2, and 3. If you get more time and you feel like that you need to, please do. Okay, well, that's hasta la vista from Doggy Land, my friends, and we will see you soon.